Next on BGSU Brain Game, it is Stryker versus Rossford. I have a feeling we're going to have a battle of the neural ninjas. Only one team can leave victorious. Who is it going to be? Only one way to find out. BGSU's Brain Game starts right now. And welcome to BGSU Brain Game. It is Stryker versus Rossford. Let's get right to it and meet our teams. Starting off with Stryker, tell us who you are.
I'm Caitlin, a junior. To the left is Austin, a sophomore, and Danny, a freshman.
Welcome to you. And who's your coach?
Barb Yoder.
All right, welcome to you and your team. Rossford, tell us who you are.
My name is Xavier Stiles. I'm a senior. This is Brady McManus. He's a senior. And this is Emily Claypool. She's our senior as well.
And coached by
the legendary Mr. M. Borski.
All right, we have some legendary coaches here today and some legendary teams. Let's get right to it. We're going to start off with our toss-up round. There are 10 questions in this round. There were 10 points apiece. No deduction for an incorrect answer, so we can relax a little bit on that. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Stryker, Rossford, are you ready? Here we go. Ulaanbaatar is the capital of what country? That would be Rossford. Brady.
Mongolia.
Mongolia is correct. This former politician and governor of Alabama ran unsuccessfully for president 4 times. Name this man who was left paralyzed by a would-be assassin in 1972. Time. That would be George Wallace. Identify the American explorer who was the first to use an inflatable rubber raft during his exploration of the Platte River and whose nickname was the Pathfinder. Time. That would be John Fremont. In sentence structure and punctuation, which symbol is used to link two closely related independent clauses or to replace a serial comma to separate internally punctuated items in a list? That would be Xavier. Rossford.
Semicolon?
A semicolon, yes. Yeah. Which type of cellular division is used when the entire organism needs to be reproduced? Instead of a single cell producing 2, it produces 4 new cells. That would be Rossford. Xavier.
Meiosis.
Meiosis is correct. The 5th Amendment guarantees due process of law by the federal government. Which amendment was passed to guarantee that state governments provide due process as well? That would be Rossford. Xavier.
14th.
That was indeed the 14th Amendment. Admired for its folk music themes, including Evening Benediction, which 1893 opera by Engelbert Humperdinck was based on the Grimm brothers' fairy tale by the same name. That would be Rossford. Xavier.
Snow White.
Incorrect. Stryker, would you like to steal? That would be Caitlin.
Sleeping Beauty.
Incorrect. Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel. In Iran, while it has an elected president, the real power is invested in a supreme leader and a number of key clerics. What do we call such a government that is ruled? Rossford. Xavier.
A theocracy.
It is indeed a theocracy. In which Minnesota range, located west of Lake Superior, were large deposits of iron ore discovered in the 19th century, which promoted the spread of the steel industry along the Great Lakes? Time. The Mesabi Range. Identify the political movement that, beginning in 1828, promoted greater democracy for the common man, and that was named after the president who used it for his campaign platform. That would be Rossford. Emily.
Jackson.
Will we accept that? We cannot. We need the specific term. Stryker, would you like to steal? That would be Caitlin.
Andrew Jackson.
Incorrect. We needed specifically Jacksonian democracy. That is the end of our toss-up round. Let's take a look at our score. Currently in the lead is Rossford with 50 points. Stick around. Our risk and reward round is coming up next. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Rossford currently in the lead with 50 points as we head into our risk and reward round. Before we do that though, let's check in. Looks like we have some substitutions. Stryker, tell us who has joined your team.
On the left, Matthias is a sophomore, and on the right, Tara is a freshman.
All right, welcome to you. Rossford staying with their lineup from the last round. This is our risk and reward round. Both teams will receive the exact same 9 questions. They are 10 points apiece. No deduction for an incorrect answer. Both teams will then have the option of going for the risk and reward question, which is also the same question. We'll be giving them a topic. They can then choose to risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments on that mystery question. But an incorrect answer results in negative risked points. All right, Rossford, you're at 50 points. That means you're sticking around. Stryker, you're off to isolation. All right, Rossford, are you ready for your risk and reward questions? Here we go. Name the Mediterranean flatbread with a pocket for stuffing. That would be Xavier.
A pita?
It is indeed a pita. Sounds tasty. In Emanuel Leutze's painting of George Washington crossing the Delaware River, to what New Jersey battle were General Washington and his troops en route during the crossing? That would be Xavier.
The Battle of the Delaware.
Incorrect. Battle of the Trenton. Battle of Trenton. Which conquistador who traveled the Southwest during the 1540s searched for Quivira to no avail, and also explored the Colorado River? That would be Xavier.
Hernandez.
Incorrect. Francisco Coronado. This president's administration included the acquisition of Florida from Spain, as well as the Missouri Compromise. Identify, that would be Xavier.
Thomas Jefferson.
Incorrect. Identify the president whose time in office became known as the era of good feeling. That was James Monroe. James Monroe. You're thinking Louisiana Purchase, perhaps?
Yes, sir.
This civil rights leader spent his lifetime establishing and growing the Tuskegee Institute, a school he began for African American students in Alabama. Identify this visionary who transformed the institute into a major university.
Any idea?
They get in time. Did not get in time. I'm sorry. Booker T. Washington is what we were looking for there. In early 2017, a number of residents of the city of Oroville narrowly avoided a disaster when its dam's emergency spillway deteriorated while releasing floodwaters. In which U.S. state that has been plagued by extreme drought in recent years did torrential rains create the emergency?
Go for it. Go for it.
That would be Emily.
Arizona.
Incorrect. California. Mollusks such as the squid, octopus, and the nautilus are all characterized by unique body shapes. To which body part does the cephalo portion of their name refer?
Go for it.
That would be Brady.
The head.
It is indeed the head. Cephalopods. Seen in warm tropical climates, this family of plants is known for its fan-shaped leaves. Identify this tree that includes the varieties called sable, date, and coconut. That would be Xavier.
Palm.
They are indeed palm trees. In an airplane, which instrument is used as an indicator of the rate at which the propeller is turning? It provides readings in RPM or revolutions per minute, in the same way for an automobile engine.
Oh, it starts with a T, I'm pretty sure.
That would be a tachometer. This is the risk and reward question. The topic is famous flight. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments on famous flight, or you can pass.
What do you guys know anything about flights?
Not.
I'll do 10.
Sure.
We'll do 10.
10 points for Rossford. On famous flight, in what year did the Wright brothers complete their first successful flight? That would be Xavier.
1913?
1903. One number off there. All right, we're going to adjust your score accordingly. And Rossford, that is the end of the risk and reward round for you. Brady, lead them off to isolation. All right, let's bring back in Stryker. Welcome back to you, Stryker. Are you ready for your risk and reward round? Here we go. Name the Mediterranean flatbread with a pocket for stuffing. That would be Caitlin.
Pita.
Pita is correct. In Emanuel Lewitz's painting of George Washington's crossing of the Delaware River, to what New Jersey battle were General Washington and his troops en route during the crossing? That would be Caitlin.
Yorktown.
Incorrect. Battle of Trenton. Which conquistador who traveled the Southwest during the 1540s searched for Quivira to no avail, and also explored the Colorado River? That would be Francisco Coronado. This president's administration included the acquisition of Florida from Spain, as well as the Missouri Compromise. Identify this president whose time in office became known as the era of good feeling. That would be James Monroe. This civil rights leader spent his lifetime establishing and growing the Tuskegee Institute, a school he began for African American students in Alabama. Identify this visionary who transformed the institute into a major university. Time. Booker T. Washington. In early 2017, a number of residents in the city of Oroville narrowly avoided a disaster when its dam's emergency spillway deteriorated while releasing floodwaters. In which U.S. state that has been plagued by extreme drought in recent years did torrential rains create the emergency? In time? Nope. That would be California. Not in time. Sorry. Mollusks such as the squid, octopus, and the nautilus are all characterized by unique body shapes. To which body part does the cephalo portion of their name refer? That would be a head, known as cephalopods. Seen in warm tropical climates, this family of plants is known for its fan-shaped leaves. Identify this tree that includes the varieties called sabul, date, and coconut. That will be Caitlin.
Fruit trees.
Incorrect. Palm trees. In an airplane, which instrument is used as an indicator of the rate at which the propeller is turning? It provides readings in RPM, or revolutions per minute, in the same way for an automobile engine. That would be Matthias.
Odometer.
Incorrect. Tachometer. This is the risk and reward question. It is famous flight. You can risk up to 10 of your points in 5-point increments on this category, or you can pass. Stryker, what do you want to do?
Just pass.
They're going to pass. All right. That is the end of the risk and reward round for Stryker. Let's clear our scores and let's bring back in Rossford. Welcome back to Rossford. It's now time to reveal our scores so our teams can see where they stand. Rossford went for the risk and reward question and got it wrong, and their score now stands at 70 points. Stryker chose to pass, and they stand at 10 points. Only 60 points now separate our two teams. Things coming up next can change very, very quickly. Why? Because it's the category round where questions are worth 30 points apiece and deductions start. Bum, bum, bum. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Stryker 10, Rossford 70. Stryker, looks like you've reshuffled your deck here a little bit. Or tell us who we are, Matthias. Who's joined your team?
So to my left, we have Austin again. He's a sophomore. And to my right, we have Alex. He's also a sophomore.
All right, welcome to you. Rossford again staying with their lineup as we move to the category round. In this round, the power shifts a little bit to our teams. There are 6 categories to choose from. Inside each category is questions worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points. But I must warn you, the deductions start now. If you go for 20, you're risking 20 points. There is a double or nothing question in there. You can confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Stryker, since you have 10 points, you have the honor of making the first selection.
Let's go with geography for 20.
Geography for 20 points. What is the world's smallest ocean? That would be Rossford. Emily?
Indian Ocean.
Incorrect. Stryker, would you like to steal? That would be Matthias.
The Arctic Ocean?
The Arctic Ocean is correct. Stryker still in control.
Geography for 15.
Geography for 15 points. U.S. city where one could visit the Grand Ole Opry. That would be Rossford. Brady?
Nashville?
Nashville, yes. Rossford takes control.
Mytho 20.
Mythology 420? In Roman mythology, she was the queen of the gods as well as Jupiter's wife. Name her. That would be Stryker. Matthias?
Juno?
Juno is correct. Stryker takes back control. Selection, please.
Geography for 10.
Geography for 10 points. What is the highest mountain range on Earth? Rossford. Xavier?
The Himalayas.
The Himalayas is correct. Back and forth we go. Rossford in control.
Mythology 25.
Mythology for 25. At this point in the game, you may be getting sleepy. Identify the Roman god of sleep. You may be getting very sleepy. Hypnos is what we needed there. Hypnos. All right, Rossford still in control.
Mythology 30.
Mythology for 30 points. In Greek mythology, who was Zeus's father? That would be Stryker. Matthias?
Kronos?
Kronos is correct. Stryker back in control, takes the lead.
Geography for 25.
Geography for 25. In which state is Fort Ticonderoga located? Stryker. Matthias?
New York?
New York is correct. Stryker in control.
Mythology for 15.
Mythology for 15 points. Name the Roman god of the sea. Stryker. Matthias?
Neptune?
Neptune is correct. Stryker in control.
Geography for 30.
Geography now for 30 points. Montevideo is in what South American? Stryker, Matthias.
Uruguay.
Uruguay is correct. Stryker in control, putting on the gas.
Mythology for 10.
Mythology for 10 points. Name the Greek mythological beauty credited with starting the Trojan War. That would be Rossford. Xavier.
Helen.
Helen, Helen of Troy, yes. I was going to say, can we accept that? We are good, correct? Yes, okay. All right, Rossford in control.
Solve me for 15.
Solve me for 15 points. If you have 2 gallons of milk and need to divide them into cups, how many cups can you fill? That will be Rossford. Emily.
32.
Correct. Rossford in control, making a move.
Solve me for 25.
Solve me for 25. What is 22 multiplied by the number of days in a week? That will be Rossford. Xavier.
140.
Incorrect. Stryker, would you like to steal? That will be Matthias.
154.
154, yes. All right, Stryker in control.
Earth science for 10.
Earth science for 10 points. When driven by the wind, snow forms drifts. What does sand form when driven by the wind? That would be Rossford. Xavier.
Dune.
They are indeed dunes. Rossford in control.
Solve me for 30.
Solve me for 30 points. If your car has a 13-gallon gas tank and you average 25 miles per gallon, approximately how many miles can you drive on a full tank of gas? That would be 325 miles. Rossford in control.
Earth science for 30.
Earth science for 30 points. A tarn is a type of what found on a glacier? In time? No, that would be a lake. All right, Rossford in control.
Medical abbreviations for 30.
Medical abbreviations for 30 points. Identify the meaning of these medical abbreviations. What does the medical abbreviation SIDS or SIDS stand for? That will be Stryker. Matthias.
Sudden infant death syndrome.
Correct. That is the end of our category round. Let's take a look at our score. We have Rossford at 85 points, and now currently in the lead is Stryker with 205 points. Still anybody's game, because coming up next is our Brainstorm Round, where questions are worth 20 points apiece. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game, a battle of the Neural Ninjas indeed. We have Rossford at 85, Stryker at 205. Stryker, looks like you have shuffled your deck again. Who is on your team?
So to my left, I have Gavin Paxton, a freshman. And to my right, I have William Hardy, a senior.
All right, welcome to you. Rossford staying with their lineup again. This is our Brainstorm Round. 3 minutes in this round. Questions worth 20 points apiece. Negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, but no stealing. I repeat, no stealing in this round. Stryker, Rossford, 3 minutes starts right now. This document, named after the ship where it was written, set out rules for self-governance. Rossford, Brady.
The Mayflower Compact?
Correct. Who founded the first volunteer fire department in the United States? Benjamin Franklin gets that credit. Lee Harvey Oswald was captured not long after John Kennedy was assassinated, but he never came to trial because he himself was shot by whom? Stryker, Matthias.
Jack Ruby.
Jack Ruby is correct. Which group recorded dozens of disco songs in the 1970s, including Saturday Night Fever? You're in Bowling Green. Think of the Bee Gees. The Bee Gees. Over what New World civilization did Atahualpa rule? That would be Rossford. Emily.
Aztecs.
Incorrect. The Incas. Who was the first pilot to break the sound barrier in level flight? Time. Chuck Yeager. In terms of deaths, what was the bloodiest battle of the Civil War? That would be Stryker. Matthias.
Gettysburg.
Gettysburg, yes. Which came first, the Spanish-American War or the War of 1812? That would be Rossford. Xavier.
1812.
Correct. What is the only fruit with its seeds on the outside? That will be Rossford. Xavier.
A strawberry.
Strawberry is correct. At a minimum, all organic molecules contain hydrogen and what? That will be Rossford. Xavier.
Carbon.
Carbon is correct. Who wrote the Canterbury Tales? Rossford. Xavier.
Geoffrey Chaucer.
Correct. Oh, I'm sorry, we cannot accept that. Chaucer, not Chaucer. Name the Portuguese monarchs who commissioned Christopher Columbus to find a route. That will be Rossford. Xavier.
Isabel and Ferdinand.
Correct. Who in 1864 was made General-in-Chief of the Union armies? That would be Rossford. Brady.
Grant.
Grant is correct. The Lone Ranger was a television series that ran from 1949 to 1957. Its distinctive theme song was from an opera by Rossini. Identify the song. That will be the William Tell Overture. That is the end of the round. What a match. Neural Ninjas indeed. Rossford 165. Stryker, our winner, 245. Let's give both these teams again another big round of applause. Now, in the spirit of good sportsmanship, let's come around, meet in the middle, shake hands, and we'll see you at the next BGSU Brain Game.